And we're back with another episode of Awesome Apey Orb. Specifically part 14, we have just completed leaderboards and now we're going to test them and then allow people to set a username. That way they can display the name they'd like on the leaderboard. Hopefully that's what we'll get done today. Thanks for tuning in. So, last I had... Oh, and don't forget to join the Game Dev Discord where we're all learning to make games together. So we have all sorts of skill levels there. It's a really good time. But last time we had, I believe, been testing the leaderboard. And let's just make sure that it's still working. Actually, let me make sure that I have it set. I believe everything is done now. In the Unity editor, let's set this to false. I believe all our database stuff is done now. I don't think we'll need to write anything else. So we should be fine here, just using the already deployed functions. The ones that we deployed to Google Cloud to run our database. Let's see, so I start out. Oh, my headset's giving me, all right. Very cool. We drive over, we get a time of around 15. Lola at this and Yosef Mali with a terrible time of 103. And it will go out to 10. So let's do retry real quick. I don't think that's a real time too, the 7 one. I don't know if I can actually beat it. Uh-oh. Looks like we might be having some trouble on the... Yeah, that'd be hard. That'd be a hard one to beat. But anyway, let me just make sure this works. So everything is working pretty nicely at this point. I'm honestly not even sure how I got that time. That's a pretty good time. Okay. So it's working nicely. So as far as the testing goes, I think I feel pretty good about that. I just need to, I was using these for something. Let me get rid of all of them. Very cool. Okay, so what is it that we actually need to do now? We were going to do the username thing. I wonder if there was anything else before that. You were able to... Let me pull the stream up real quick. I forgot to do that. That way I can see if you guys are interacting with me, which I... Okay, very cool. Oh. Okay, awesome. So, was there anything else I needed to do? There is. I mean, there's some other stuff, but I'm wondering with this leaderboard. I don't know. I think it's really just making sure it's in every scene. So I'll do that now. And then making sure it still works when I do that. And let me go ahead and... Let me go ahead and open up the database and set this time to something like 17.67, something I can beat realistically. That way we can see if it updates it correctly. All these other ones I'll just go ahead and delete. Well, not yet. We'll do that later. Okay, so then let's take it. And there's this post finish, which is a little UI object. And we want to put that in the prefabs. Then we'll want to get rid of it. And then we'll want to go into spawn persistent objects oops, spawn persistent objects. Let's lock that so we can click over here and put this in it as well. Very cool. So now it will spawn that as well. And I believe there shouldn't be any problems with that. Let me check real quick. No, everything should be fine. That should all be fine. So then we'll want to head back to the start scene, because that's where everyone is realistically going to start. Oh, my bad. This one. And we'll want to test it from there. And make sure that this all happens correctly. Let's try this first level. Let's drive over. Let's get a time that's better than 16 or 17 or whatever it is that I put in. Okay, so you see that my best time was 8:71, my time currently was 8:71, and it has updated me on the leaderboard. So I'm now second to Rick Sambert, who got 8:52. And let me see if I can beat Rick Sambert real quick. I'm sure that I can. Oh yeah, take that, Rick. Okay, so now globally I am number one in this again with a time of 8:85. Rick Sambert second, Lola third, and whatnot. If we go to the next level, and I beat it real quick. We'll see that my time is the only one on there. I wonder... Let me go back to the main menu. Let me pick 4. Okay. I don't know if there's a time for this one yet. Oh man, I really thought I had it. Oh man. Okay. Let me just do it the normal way. Oh no. Okay, so let me actually beat this level. I'm seriously trying my hardest to beat this right now. I guess that's good. You don't want it to be too easy. Alright, let me get a smaller little jump here. And let me retry this and see if I can get a better time. 13.4. What I'm interested in seeing is if... Oh no, it was the perfect opportunity. Okay, so it does update it. Very cool. And let's check that that's in the database now. Hey, Tony, what's up? Awesome Apey Orb, yep. Awesome Apey Orb, as you say. So what was that, 1-4? 9.74. What level was that? It must have been 1-4. Okay, very cool. So it appears that the leaderboard is now working fully, so that's really cool. I think people are going to really like that aspect of this. Okay, so now I just need... There's not a crazy amount left for us to do. We'll have to test the whole thing, and we'll polish the levels just a little bit. We'll have to make... If we can, we'll make some, like, snow for the blue environment, and we'll make... I don't know, we'll, like, change the background music, hopefully, for some of these. But for right now, that should be good. We just need to... enter your name. So enter a username. Okay, and so how's that going to work? You're going to come in a loading screen, Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to have a loading screen. Well, I probably should. Just trying to think how the username flow should go, because you're essentially gonna have someone go into the game. It's gonna need to check if they currently have a username, and if they don't, then how does the player ID work? It's just a static class, get player ID, that basically sets their ID. So I'm gonna want to do that same thing, but for a username, and they're gonna have to be able to input that username. So nothing too crazy there. Basically, I guess it's gonna happen in the main menu, and we know that, so we might as well make the UI for it. So let's just grab this one, copy and paste it, and we'll call it set username menu. And then under here, oh, it looks like I already actually had it. Interesting. So we'll make it two separate menus. I must have started making it, then realized I didn't have a keyboard to do anything with it, really. Okay. This is a little too big, so let's set this to 1/10 of the size. Let's move it forward a little bit. Okay, this is coming together for me now. This is called let's go ahead and make a folder for these. Not making it. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's refreshing something. Okay. Look at all those emojis, Tony. How's it going, Tony? How are you? What is this? What's printing here? Okay. My Unity seems to be breaking down. Anyway, we'll go ahead and delete this since we did not name it correctly. What did I just delete? Okay, we'll go ahead and delete that. Don't know what it is that I deleted. I'm doing good. I stayed up grinding last night. Okay, very cool. Always a good night. Are you, man, I'm like forgetting what teammates you have and which ones you don't. I think last time I had checked in with you, you had a team, right? You guys moved through them so quickly. Post, finish. So this one is going to be set username UI. Okay, and then we'll want to take this player ID. So this is probably all pretty good stuff here. We can probably retrofit this for our own use. Actually, You know what? We'll probably need to make another script for this. Called player name. And in here we'll do that. And we'll use that in the other script. Okay, player name. Name. Get player name. Player name. And hey to whoever just joined, we're making a game called Awesome Apey Orb. It is a VR platformer. Currently, we are allowing you to set your username so that you can be represented on the global leaderboards as you wish. So that's pretty cool and is going fairly well. We're just checking if they have a username set currently. And if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. You see Tony's already in there. Okay, anyway, so call this one username. And let's go ahead and, this is just good. This is just how you want to do it. Public static string ID, or let's call it name. Name. And we'll actually just go ahead and return player name because we won't be able to set it here. We won't be able to set it like we were with the ID because it's not automatic. We're going to have to ask them for the input. So we'll basically just grab it and then we'll return it. We don't have any generate ID, so it's nothing crazy like that. Okay. And then we have the set username UI, where basically we're going to need to check if that username is set, and if it's not, we'll have to move to the player. How does this post finish UI work? How does the universal menu work? All right, let's pretty much copy all this. A lot of this is going to be the same. A lot of that's going to be the same. Let's go ahead and just copy it. Sometimes you do it like that. Normally, if you find that your functionality is similar across a lot of scripts, you just want to push that functionality up into a base class. So then you would create another class that has that functionality, and you would make this like set username as like a menu, and menu would have all that functionality in it. But I'm not going to do that right now. No actions. Let's go ahead and use this. We don't need that. Don't need that yet, at least. These don't exist in here. And this will actually be a little different. We actually don't want it to follow the player, not this one. We'll just want it to. Very cool. We'll just want it to be put in front of them and that's it. Nothing crazy here. Okay, so that should all be pretty good. Okay, and then basically There's really no menu pressed. Because this is not... This isn't the same as the other one where the player gets to control when they show it and don't show it. This is going to be controlled by itself, by another heuristic. So really it's going to be a show menu and don't show menu. I don't believe we need the is open anymore. We are going to take this and put it here and get rid of that. And then we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to get rid of that. Okay, cool. So then on start, we'll basically say player name.name, and we'll say if player name.name equals nothing, show menu. We'll go ahead and hide the menu at the start. Name is MSIQ, of course. Oh, like that's what you're gonna make your name when you play the game. Yeah, I mean, I hope to see you on the leaderboards, Tony. I'm thinking it's gonna get really hard really fast to actually maintain a top 10. So you'll probably want to get in there early before everybody else does. Because people are going to try to instantly get the best times. Okay. Okay, so let's actually create this menu here. Let's turn this canvas on. Hit it with the set username. I guess I'm wondering... I think I can set a max character limit here. At least I thought I could. Because I don't want them to be able to put too many characters. Okay, so let's see. And hey to whoever who just joined, welcome. We are making Awesome Apey Orb. It is a VR platformer. Set username. I need to give this thing some contrast. Or should I just make... I guess I'm just going to make it black. Not super pumped about that. No, I'm going to give it some contrast. Let's go into this other one here. Let's copy this background. And let's paste it here. Okay, and let's make it way smaller, obviously. Very cool. Okay, and then this all, let's go ahead and maybe make this background I'm almost thinking we could make this one gray. We'll see. We might have to change that back to white. I'm just trying to make it a little different. Okay, set the fonts to Nonito because our button is pretty much where it's at. That way we can make it look nice. And we'll want both of these to center themselves. I don't know why they would start uncentered, but that's okay. And probably even move it up a little, that way they're really centered. And there we go. Okay, and it looks like this is still, yeah, we'll just make it like that. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing for the submit button. We'll give it our button. And I have two versions of this, so let me go ahead and actually just go and delete the one that I'm not using. Is that smart? It's probably not smart. I just realized because I'm sure some other things are using them. Okay, and we'll make it give this a can I delete this one? Is that possible? That's fine. Just still setting stuff up, nothing crazy. I'm not sure I like this gray background. I feel like it's not... Just kind of looks bad for the whole thing to be gray, I think. But before we do that, let me fix these other things. Just to make sure. Make this button smaller. Doesn't need to be so big. We'll make the text smaller. Okay, and the set username might even be a little big. Probably something more like that. Let's center that as well. And then maybe at that point, the background will look a little better. That's not terrible. I don't know, Tony, what do you think about that? As compared to just doing another white one like this. I just feel like it'll be weird because they'll both be white and on top of each other, so I wanted to give it a little bit of contrast. But it doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look necessarily awesome either. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of text messages. Let me put that on silent. Yeah, that's fine. Let's roll with that for now. Okay, cool. So then we okay, so if possible, it'd be nice for this text to have a oh, you know what it is? It's up here, I believe. So should be able to set that to 14. Seems like a good amount of characters maybe for a name. Okay, very cool. So, and hey to whoever just joined, we're making Awesome Apey Orb. It is a VR platformer. Currently, we're letting the user set their username for the leaderboards. It's global leaderboards, so it should be pretty cool. And that should all be pretty good. And let's go ahead and hook this submit button up to something. So we'll create a function for it, which if you recall is what we'll is like lines of code that will be called once you have. I was gonna call with my mom. She is thinking about bringing a bunny home when we have 2 dogs. What, do you think the dogs will attack the bunny? Okay, submit clicked. Actually, you know what? We do want this to be public. Oh, we can set it here. And the string value will be the what's in that just give me 1 second and it'll be obvious. I don't know, Tony, they might like it. They might like the bunny and then become best friends with it. And then it'll be really cute because they'll all be laying there and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's a bunny and a dog. That sounds nice to me, at least. Needed elements. First we need to have a using TMP Pro. And then what is it? Input field, TMP input field, username field. Cool. So then down here we'll want to save username field.text. Okay, very cool. And so now we basically have a menu that will only show when you do that. Okay, and then we'll want to take the submit button. Want to add something to it. It'll be this object submit clicked. Cool. And then we still need to do one thing that I forgot to do, which is to make this public. That way we can set it in the inspector. Are your dogs hunting dogs? Is it like a where the red fern grows situation where you've taught them to hunt? I guess they are Canadian, so they're up in the wilderness. So they might be running around out there hunting. Are they like the floppy-eared dogs? Or are they the ones that, like basset hounds? What is a basset hound? Yeah, they like these ones, except the like cool-looking ones. What? Where were these dogs? A red-bone coon hound. That's nice. Is this the one you have? Oh man, now I'm getting sad thinking about that movie. I shouldn't have done that. That was a bummer. A pincher? I don't even know what a pincher is. Oh, they're like the... Oh, I see. I mean, aren't they... Is it possible they're so small that the bunnies could take them? Oh, this one looks cool. Okay, very cool. So that should all be set up. Now I just need a way for you to actually input that. And, oh, man. A way for you to actually input that. And I believe I have a package for it. I guess I'm wondering if I can real quick... Let me see. Unfortunately, no. I think we'll just have a bad looking keyboard for this first game. Next month I'll have sorted out all my UI starter package stuff and we'll get a nicer one. But for this month I think we'll just do sort of a gross looking one, which is fine. It is what it is. Can I get it from the package manager? I think that's how they want you to do things now. Package manager takes so long. It's like the longest little experience. I mean, they should just load all this in the background knowing that I'm probably going to click it at some point. Can I cancel this? Manual resolve. All right, we'll wait for a second. Well, if anybody has any questions now would be a good time to ask. Okay, very cool. We didn't actually want those. We wanted my assets, so we'll wait for it to do it again. We'll load them all. And I have a keyboard in here somewhere, VR keyboard. So it's this kind of, it's not actually terrible. Now that I'm looking at it, they didn't do a terrible job. And I do like the keyboard itself. It's a good package. I think it cost me like $5. It was worth it, for sure. Let's go ahead and download that. And import it. We don't need the demo. I don't think I need that. Where did I import that keyboard? Where was it? Keyboard prefab assets, VR keyboard. Okay, cool. Okay. In a simple little act of my child just wasn't working for you. Where is this thing? Oh, it's tiny now. Look at it. Okay. I couldn't see it. It was so tiny. Ah, terrible. Okay. There are a few fixes we'll make to this thing, though. It should just be all these. Yeah, it has a text on it. Which of these is... So I'm trying to figure out which script is. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, is this gonna take a little more to set up than I thought? Let me think. Let me make sure this thing works real quick. No, simple little hack, my job just wasn't working for you. Make my life. Okay, let's check this out. Alright, that's what I was worried about. Actually, you know what? I just realized. I think... I'm actually a little surprised. Okay, and I think this keyboard does not need a graphic raycaster. It needs, what are these called? Track device raycaster. Dang, it was a graphic raycaster or just raycaster? Graphic raycaster. Okay, cool. Now let's see if that works. I'll be your Valentine, Austin. I don't have one, so... And I never will. I'll always be alone. The stupid... Alright, give me a second here. Why is it... Why is it spawning it rotated away from me? What is going on? Let me take a look at this real quick. I won't get to see Erk this weekend because we both have to dog sit, but that means more video games. That's true. That's true. Is it? I guess it is this weekend, isn't it? Tony, you have a girlfriend for this weekend? Oh, and thanks, Austin. I'm glad I have you. All I need is my guy friends. I don't need women. And I stand by it. Okay. Very cool. And then what was I doing? I was going to go back into the set username. We're taking it a little slow today. Sorry, that's not what we wanted. We wanted it to... No, we did want this, actually. Okay, sorry. First of all, so we want to just put it forward in front of the player. And then we want to have it look at the player. So that should be good. That should work. I don't really know why it's giving me some weird results here. But we will figure it out. Tony's just trying to figure out if he's getting bunnies right now. He's not thinking about Valentine's Day. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Let me turn that off and I'm going to move it over here to make sure this is actually working. And it did turn it on and it put it over there. Okay, kind of random. I can't imagine a world in which that makes sense. It must be... Alright, let me think. Okay, that happens in a wake. They all get spawned. Let me run this and see if it is grabbing the object correctly. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay, cool. So it looks like for some reason, even though I had centered it, it decided that it did not actually want to center. And so I will do it again. Luckily, I was experienced enough to spot that, but it for some reason didn't want to do that. So that's okay. That happens. Sometimes it'll just decide it doesn't actually want to do what it is that you're telling it to. Okay. Now let's try it again. Now this should work. Okay, this all makes sense now. It's just okay, very cool. Do I currently have error sound? I don't. Okay. That's fine. I'm just going to in here say if username field.text equals that return. I forgot, but we'll want to hide the menu. Okay, very cool. So this is coming together now. Now let's actually turn this back on so we can see it. So it was probably 2 times too big. So let's just make this 0.5 and this 0.5. Same thing with the background. Times 0.5. Times 0.5. Very cool. I want to center up and set to 0. Move it back, move it down. Actually make the keyboard a little bit bigger, that way you can see. Move it down, and now let's just take 5 seconds here to make it look just a little bit better than it looks now. Can we put it back under here? No, it's gonna mess it up. Can I do it now? Yes. No, wait. Okay, cool. So that's good. Let's actually go in here. Look at all the text. Grab it all. Yeah, this is rough. Okay, I think I can probably... Do I still have the... What was it? I consider that maybe I can make a, because I'm trying to replace these all with Text Mesh Pro instead of what they are currently, which is just a text. Text Mesh Pro will look a lot better. And we can just go ahead and get rid of this. The problem is I don't want to go through each one and do this, so we can probably find a quicker way to do that real quick. Let's go ahead and make that smaller. Let's go ahead and make it an R button. And this keyboard I'm now remembering is actually extremely unoptimized. And I'm wondering, I don't believe there's any way for me to fix that quickly. First of all, turn those off. Well, actually, let's turn this back on for now. I think the Quest can probably handle it, especially in this kind of intro scene where nothing is really happening. It should be fine. I'm still a little worried about it, though. Okay, we'll do this. We got some time here, so we can take a second on it. No, something like that. I'm just setting colors. Okay. Okay, cool. And then what was it, like invert? Somewhere on here someone had written a script that does it. And I need that script to guide me. What was it? It was like how did I find this? And do I still have the script somewhere in here? Okay, very cool. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so here's these two scripts, and this one basically draws a little button for me. So I'm gonna copy this one. I'm gonna call it, dang it, what do I need to do? Editor, call it editor, okay. We'll make that an editor script. We'll go over here, copy that, go over here, place it, go over here, grab all this. I'm basically just creating a script that will automate this process for me so that I don't have to go through and do it myself. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything special here. Okay. So now let's test that script. That should be good. Sorry about the dogs, guys. They're just two untrained dogs, essentially. Okay. And let's... Okay, cool. So the idea is that it's going to get rid of this one, add a new script, and... So we had swap text. Okay, so that's not... So that's not what happened, pretty much, right? And instantly. It should have a... Oh, my bad, my bad. Okay, cool. So then let's go ahead and also destroy that swap text once it's done. Okay, so it should be a 1, so let's swap it and see what happens. Okay, very cool. So it looks like I can't actually... It looks like I need to destroy the text object before I can add the other one. These are all set to 10. Okay, cool. So there's some other stuff we need to set as well. We'll need to set the font size, and we'll also need to set... You don't want to get the component each time, but I'm just doing that because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be an optimal script, considering we're just going to run it once. What would this be called? Then we'll want to set the horizontal alignment too. All right, let's check that real quick. Alright, so it should look pretty much exactly the same as this one now, hopefully. Oh, you know what? Let's do it on this one. Well... Yeah, let's do it on this one. since that's pretty much already fixed. So you see how this one is really sharp looking? That's what we want. This one looks blurry and bad, and now it looks good. Very cool. So all we really did was swap it out for this one and make the settings the same. All right, so let's test it out on all these. Let's go ahead and set the color while we're at it. Sorry, Alright, that's fine. We need to... But before I can do that, I need to basically just check what this gray color is here. Okay, it's all just 0.5. Okay, so that's good. And 1. Okay, just making sure real quick. Alright, so let's test this out now. First of all, we'll set these to gray because we already worked with those. And we'll grab all these other ones and see what happens. Add a swap text. Oh man. Oh no. Oh man, it's foiled. It's all foiled. Oh dang it. Let me see. I was so sure that that was gonna go well. So what? Now I just don't want to go through and do this myself for each of these like 300 buttons. So now what? I need to... Just the dogs again. So I'm kind of in the zone here, so I'm not talking so much. Okay, cool. So now it should do it. Now if I put it on this guy, it should do it for all of the children. Okay, very cool. So there we go. That's pretty good. Sorry again about the dogs. There's really nothing I can do about it. They will not listen to me any more than they listen to their owners. Okay, cool. Now that's all done. Maybe that was a little unnecessary, but it is nice to learn some editing, some editor script stuff. Okay, yeah. So essentially, like, instead of going through and taking an hour to do that hand by hand, it might have taken just as much time to write this script as it did to go through and write it. But in the meantime, we learned that you can do this custom editor script where you basically add on a button to it, and that button can call something in your editor that can automate a whole bunch of stuff. So now that we know how to do that, it'll be able to automate things fairly easily. I'm gonna maybe go let this dog out because they went outside, and then be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I was losing my mind a little bit, trying to figure out that problem and having that dog bark. Okay, but now it is outside, so we should be good. Let me go ahead and just change a couple of these colors back. I guess just the clear, the enter, these will, oh, not that, actually, my bad. The text under them, they should still be white. And then backspace as well. Okay, very cool. And then that is probably good enough. I think that will be fine. And we can just move on from that. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Okay, and it's still well within our boundaries here as far as what we can get away with. So that's good. It looks like it is causing an error, so we'll check that out as well. No big deal. Keyboard start, caps lock. Something wrong with the caps lock. Let's see if we can take a look at it. What is that, row 2? 0, 1, 2. You index by 0 and Okay, and then it's saying that I wonder if I can set these real quick to R button. And just have them look a little bit better. Sorry, I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist. And if I know I can fix it quickly, I'll do it. Even if it's kind of unnecessary. Okay, cool. Just a little bit better, I think. I don't know why this one is still doing this. That's so weird. Oh, it's just really fast. I see. Okay, cool. So that should be good. Alright, and now it looks real nice. Except for this guy, which I won't be able to handle either. Because like I said, a little bit of a perfectionist. Okay, now it's good. Now it's within the bounds of me not losing my mind when I see it. And by that I mean I'm going to fix a couple more. Okay, very cool. Having problems with caps lock. Okay, it's saying the key is not set. Let's take a look at key. That's because this should now be text mesh pro UGUI. Okay, and so that should be good. Oh, and now let's actually, I just realized I don't think, so you have this button, shouldn't it, I don't even know what this is. What, because it should, I believe, Wrong one. I'm just trying to make it look a little better real quick. All right, let's check it out. No errors. Good. Keyboard, that looks all right. And keys that may or may not work, but I really can't tell right now. Because it's not hooked up to anything anymore. So let's see if we can hook it up. And that, if I recall, for this keyboard specifically, this pre-written one, turn that off first of all. Second of all, yeah, I need to output it somehow. Keyboard manager. So what does it have in it? Generate input. Okay. So we'll basically just this is actually going to take in a string. Okay, very cool. So then in our set username UI, we'll basically have we'll keep track of that keyboard manager. Okay, very cool. And on enable, we'll take keyboard manager and we'll do new value plus equals set field. And you'd probably want to do this. You wouldn't want it to automatically, this only works when you only have the keyboard controlling one field. If you had multiple fields, you wouldn't want to set it automatically in enable and disable. You would want to, like, as you click the fields, set it, that sort of thing. But we only have one field that we're going to care about, so it helps us make this a little bit easier. So I was trying to make my phone not vibrate anymore. And we'll have set field, and that takes in a string. And then we'll do our username field dot text equals new val. And that should be everything we need. Let's take a look at it though. Okay, so unfortunately it is not working, so we will see about that. Okay, let's take a look here. Why is this not working? Is a raycast target button. Okay. And let's see if it works now. It looks like it was the classical problem where the event camera was not set. Okay, and it looks like it will work now. Oh no! But for some reason it's not accepting the input. Okay, well that's good. At least we have errors, so we know it's something wrong. What is not set? Input text is not set. Okay, very cool. And where do I use this? Oh wow, it's a lot. Okay, return. Okay, so it looks like he brought the dog back inside because I guess he didn't like that it was barking outside. Okay, so he's using this variable called input that, sorry, I'm having a hard time thinking here. Okay, and we'll see if that works now. Huh. What's the problem now? Oh, you know what? No, I made it a string. What is the problem? Not set to an instance of an object. I don't believe that's possible. It's a string. It's not an object. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, so it was just some sort of, I guess some sort of weird bug. I don't know. Okay, so backspace doesn't work, or it kind of does. They basically just don't update. So let's make sure that works. So we'll make sure that works real quick. Let's go take a look at how they work. Oh, that, of course. Because I never actually sent out that it changed. Okay, cool. And now it should work as expected. Let me go ahead and change that to submit. And set that equal to submit clicked. Give me 1 second, right? I'm gonna charge my phone. Okay, good. And then let's wonder if I can just do without it. Because it just looks so bad. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, okay, whatever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Huh, I wonder why it's 15, but I don't care enough to actually change that. Okay. Try backspace. Works. Let me try clear all. Works. Submit with no name. Nothing happens. My name will be... Oh. Okay, it looks like shift doesn't work. And that is for the same reason, I believe. Yes. Okay, very cool. So that should work now. And then I had a couple ideas. One, I feel like that should be a little lighter. Two, this one I think we can turn on and just move up here and maybe make it white. Okay, and let's check this out. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So it's not actually shifting the names. And there's really two ways to solve for that. One, I take a look at it. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. Get rid of the subscripts. All right, let me click them all again. We'll just go ahead and delete those. And then we're going to change caps lock, just the name of it, to shift. And I guess we're just going to get rid of shift. Should be able to say, I'd look at it, I'd say, okay, looks like shift is over here. Oh, it didn't put it back? I'll do it. And that's good enough for me. Okay, very cool. Submit it. It closes the UI. Does not get rid of the keyboard. That's fine. Okay, now because my name is already set, it should not be there. And it is not. Okay, so now let's go ahead and in start we'll do player prefs dot set string player name field. We'll set that to that. That way it will show up and we can test it real quick. Okay, so now it's showing up. I say my name is Tony because Tony is watching. I submit it and now it's all gone. Classic. Okay. I could fix that the correct way. I think I'm just gonna fix it the not correct way. Let me see, is that easy to fix the correct way? Alright, I'll do it the right way. Basically, it's invisible, but it's still blocking my laser. So I'll probably just go ahead and take these, duplicate it, turn this into tracked. Okay. And I'll just do this, and let's see if that works. Huh, it didn't show up. What happened? I see. We'll just hard code this real quick. Okay, and it's here again. Let's say our name is TY. We'll submit it. It's gone. And it's still blocking me, strangely. Okay, we'll do it the incorrect way then. We tried it the correct way. I don't know why it's not working. Don't care to find out. We'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of this. And instead what we'll do is we'll do transform dot root dot position equals, yes, equals vector 3 dot up times 1,000. So we'll just move it out of the way. Move it to a place where you'll never be. Whoop. Phone is falling over. And let's test that one more time. All right, it shows up. TY, submit, it's gone. Now it's not blocking anything. Very cool. I go in here, I beat level 1. Oh, I just remembered that I haven't hooked that part up yet. Okay, anyway. So that's pretty much all good. Let me try something with this dog where I just let him come in here instead. Echo. Wanna hang out? Alright, come in here. You chill with me. Whee! Yay! Oh no, your paws are all muddy and you're jumping on me. That's okay. Alright, door's open. Have fun. Now we got 2 dogs in here. Here. Yeah, 2 dogs. Okay, so... let's see here. What was I just doing? I was going to try to make... First of all, let's go to the leaderboard handler. What did I have? I had submit time for level and get rankings. Okay. So submit time for level is called in one place, and it passes in player name. Very cool. We will... instead, let me actually go check this. This is interesting, because if we have any bugs... Is it also setting the name in here? It is, in fact. Okay, very cool. We'll want to use player name. Player name. Sorry, it hasn't loaded in yet. I believe it's player name.name though. Cool, it's now loaded in. Okay. Okay, it's still just kind of bugging out for a second there though, but it should fix itself momentarily. Okay, so now it should send that accurate name to the leaderboard. But let's... there was one more thing I wanted to do, and I believe it was just... the player... I just want to see if I can get rid of the sticks in front of them real quick. And then put the... Echo, come over here. So these are untagged. I could probably just grab them real quick, and I probably will. Let's just call it joystick left and joystick right. It was just kind of annoying when I was in there trying to like move my laser around them. I also could just figure out why it's hitting them, but I think that this will be a little quicker, and we're just trying to get this done at this point. Spend a little too much time on this for a game that's supposed to be done in a month. Okay. So then, in set username UI, on show menu, we'll do a game object.find game object with tag. I believe it was joystick left dot set active to false. Okay, and let's see if that works. Oh no, something terrible is happening and I don't know what it is. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, it's done. So that's nice. Call myself danger, submit it. And the sticks did not. You know what it is? Man, I'm running into all sorts of problems today. They are turned off. They're turned off, so I can't. So you can't find them in the scene. I'm just trying to hurry through this, so I'm making mistakes that are a little silly. And now that I look at it, I didn't even change this to true. So even if I could grab them, nothing would have happened. And let's make sure that this works. Weird. I see. Let's use that same question mark that we've been using. Okay, so they're gone. I wrote in danger. Oop, if I can. I submit. My sticks are back. Okay, good. Makes me happy. I go to the first level. And it's still saying player name for some reason. Weird. Let me retry that and let's see if it says danger. Does not. Okay, so now that's the bug we're trying to figure out. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Well, let's do it one more time, actually, because I want to be danger dumb. Okay. Oh, wait, no. No, it should still be working. Why is it saying player name? Let me go look at the database. Weird. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's passing over the submit time for level. And it does pass in this player name. Still having trouble with this. Post finish UI. What is its trouble with this? Why is it hard to say? Anyway, it passes it in. Player ID, name. Let's go check the backend code real quick. Should grab it. Okay, and this calls for a yeah, it's setting it. Echo. Come here. It's set here. This is strange for sure. Yeah, so this would be a call. Let's go ahead and set this back equal to true. We want it to use the local, and then we're gonna Unity projects, Awesome Apey Orb. And we'll run this, and then let's go back in and take a look at what's happening here. Oh, I see. That's funny. That's funny. So it's not changing the name. It's not changing the name because it only changes the data. It only changes the data if the... do I want to deal with that? It only changes the data if the time is better. And the time wasn't better when I was setting my name, so it wasn't changing my name either. It was keeping it as player name. I guess I could check for that real quick and say, like, hey, if the username is different, if the doc exists, otherwise do nothing. Okay, if let's consider that people might figure out how to change their names. So we'll say else if user data dot name is not equal to info dot name. Await ref dot set name info dot name. And then we have an options here. I believe it's merge true. Man, that dog is sad. All right, and let's see if this works. Okay, and it now does work. And it did keep my correct time, so that's good. Okay, so now that works. So let's go ahead and cut that out. Let's do Firebase deploy only functions. Then let's come back to here, to Awesome Apey Orb, and let's set this back to false. Whew. Okay. Well, sometimes things take a lot longer than you would expect them to, and that's fine. I meant to create a UI package that would have had a keyboard that already looked good and, you know, didn't have a bunch of bugs in it, but unfortunately I had not gotten that done at this time, so we needed to do it here. And so that would have saved us some time. And let's see, I believe... So that should be good now. The only thing I need to do... really is get rid of that, but I do want to set my name to Danger Dom real quick, and then I'll get rid of that, and then it should work nicely. Okay. This is the experience everybody's gonna have. Okay, submit, go to level 1, drive over, (9:20), best time 8. It still didn't update my freaking name. Let me... It didn't update my name. I mean, there's no way. It must just not be fully updated yet. Is the only thing I can think, because we just fixed that. So let's go ahead and beat it one more time and make sure. And welcome to whoever just joined. We're making Awesome Apey Orb. It is a VR platforming game. You'll see in a second here. And we were just setting up some leaderboard stuff there, and now we're testing it out real quick. So you have this ball, you roll through the levels, and I'm testing that it sends it off to the global leaderboard correctly. Okay, cool. Danger Dom. I currently have the best time for level 1 out of 5 people, and it is this. And I just got that. Very cool. Let me see on this one. No. My best time was 27. I currently got 28. Okay, cool. So that appears to be working nicely now. And if you have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, I thought the dogs would maybe want to come in. They're sad their owners are gone. They're barking, but it does not appear that they want to do that. So I'm going to close the door again so that at least we don't hear them as much. Sorry, guys. Okay, very cool. Sorry, just checking something on my phone. Okay. So let's take a look at the to-do. Okay, so leaderboards are now done. Entering your name is now done. So there's some form of hands. I think... There's some form of hands. And I believe we're going to try to submit this to Oculus, so we'll have to do some Oculus stuff. For the hands, I don't know what I'm trying to do yet, so let's maybe just stay away from that. And then do we need... And eventually we'll have to... Okay, cool. So maybe perhaps we'll just go through and polish the levels a little bit, and then we'll probably hit the environments and music per world. Let's see if we can, maybe we can find some music for these worlds currently. Well, I wonder if anybody's made one. was kind of hoping they would just give it to me. That's okay. We don't need this right now. Let's see if we can get some. Let's see if we can get some music for these other levels. What is the essence? What's the essence of these worlds? Okay, this one's winter. Let's see if we can find some like winter thing. Or the cold, maybe. Turn that down a little bit. Let me turn it down a lot. I guess ambient, cinematic, classical will probably be good. Alright, cool, and we'll take a look for some music here. And if you guys hear any that you think would be good for this world too, I think we'll probably add a snow effect if we can. Or something like that. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. It's supposed to, I guess let's call it winter. Let's call it winter. It's blue and hopefully there will be snow later. Interestingly, this Patches guy makes a ton of ambient. Okay. That sounds kind of nice. Not quite. Okay. Not quite. I think the bells are a little too holidays and not enough like winter. This could be good. This one could be good. This is a nice song, but I think it's too... Probably just... Okay, cool. Oh man, wow, that scared me. Okay, cool. And then I think for that, I just need to go through and do this one. Let me think, is there a quick way for me to do this? Maybe I drag this out to assets real quick. And go into scenes. 2.2. Let me make sure this works real quick before I do it with all the scenes. Okay, it does. And let me... Okay, very cool. So it does work, so let's keep going through this. Oh. Two, 4. Assets, level, audio, background music, world 2, place it, save it. 2, 5. Level, audio, background music, world 2. Place it. Okay, and then maybe we should just go ahead and duplicate this and do world 3 real quick. Oh, you know what? I just realized. This is so much quicker. Okay. Why was I opening platforms? It's silly. Okay, very cool. We'll go ahead and move these to where they belong now. Okay, and now let's get back to looking for music for them. So what is the essence of World 3? It's red. World 3 is red, so I guess in that fashion, we're gonna want it to be like eruptive, if that makes sense, like a volcano. And what is the sound of a volcano? What am I gonna be searching in audio library, I guess is what. And you guys are free to search as well, and then send me songs that you think sound, I guess, like the volcano level, and then I'll take a look at them. I'm using YouTube audio library, so if you just Google that, you should be able to pull it up. Okay. I guess it's still Ambrian. Still all of that. What mood is it gonna be though? Probably not full on angry. Probably dramatic. Dark. We can try angry. That could be kind of interesting. I guess it's a little spacey, but I like it. I almost like this one. Man, there's so much good music on here. It's crazy. I like this one too. I'm gonna find too many. This one's not bad either. I wouldn't call that dark, really. Yeah, this will be level 3. Just an extremely kind of mafia sad thing. Alright, maybe they just put the good ones first. Volcano, the female version of a volcano. Okay. How was that lava? Okay, that's fine. We'll go with this one. For world 3. I believe this one for world 4. Okay. Okay, very cool. Then we will exit out of that and go to our scriptable objects and set these correctly. Okay, cool. So now this one should have the correct level. Oh. Yeah. Okay, very cool. So now we got the background music, different for each world. I think we can either go through and polish the levels, but I think maybe we should start working on the environments a little bit. So how do I want to go about that? Let's go ahead and start with how to do it, though, I guess is the question. You always thought that I was stronger. I should have found right back from the start. Oh, hold your breath, because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Let's make a terrain. Let's use it to paint stuff. If I make this, we're talking a huge terrain here. So currently I'm interested in making World 3 environment, and I think what that's going to be is just that you're in a cave. You're in this huge cave. There's a red light shining onto the ceiling and a lesser red light onto the floor, and there's lava underneath you, right? So the questions are, how do I... Oh, and then I'd have like a particle effect that makes it look like there's dust coming up from the floor as if heat was causing air to rise. So that should all be pretty cool if we can pull it off. And I don't see any reason we couldn't so far. Got some stuff here. I think what we need, I think we need to go ahead and grab the terrain. Terrain tools. And this will be somewhat challenging. Art stuff always is. When you start getting into the art of things, it starts taking a little bit longer. Essentially, I just need to figure out a good look. And I don't know how, like, big it needs to be. That'll all kind of make sense in a minute here, but... And when I say a minute, I mean maybe 30, as I'm trying to work through this. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this directional light. I'm just thinking about what the best way to do this is, because if I change all the lighting, well, let's just do it here first, and then it'll, I'm sure, become a little more obvious. Okay. Let me turn my screen bluifier off. Okay, so it'll pretty much be this red light, which I don't even know if you'll be able to tell that it's red. I'm pretty colorblind, so it's kind of hard for me, but I'm sure maybe people who aren't colorblind could tell. Okay, and then for this, what's the deal with this guy? Let me take a look in the lighting settings here. Do I not have any lighting settings? So I'm just cleaning real quick. I mean, I don't know. Sorry, I totally forgot what I was even doing for a second there. I like totally lost it. It's so ridiculous. Okay, I would have thought it would be in settings, but I didn't see it. So I guess let's make a new lighting settings. And let's call it World 3. And in there, okay, I have to say, I thought that would have something for me. It didn't actually. You know what? I think is it on the camera now? I'm looking for fog. Weird. Okay, what is happening here? Where is fog now? Here we go. Okay, it's in the environment. Okay, cool. So we want to turn that on. We want to get rid of this. We want to go to the player spawn. And the question is really like, how far away does something need to be for fog to kind of take it over? And what color would this fog be? I guess kind of like a black. So maybe just 2 of these. So let's set its position to -500, I believe, and this one will be -500 as well. And that will center it on 0, 0, 0. And then let's turn fog off for a second here so we can see what we're doing. Let's go ahead and take this, do this button, and click, 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 click. So now I have this sort of huge terrain. And then I think what we can do from there, it's so big that it's hard to work with. But basically, we'll want to paint on it. First of all, we need a texture. And I think that I probably have some in my pre-existing substance. Let me see. Oh, interesting. Okay, Substance is basically a library of textures that you can use for anything. It's kind of growing. It's like kind of the same as what is it? Epic acquires texture Quixel. It's pretty. I believe it's similar to Quixel. Where you just get a bunch of these sort of. It's pretty cool stuff. What do they have for free? I'll pretty much always just try to grab their free stuff. I don't want it to... Or let me at least grab the stuff that makes sense. Yeah, I could see me using that. Why not? Acrylic? Yeah, I'll use it. Some building stuff? Yep. Yep, I'll use all of this. This is a must-have for me. Aluminum closed cell foam. That actually kind of interests me. That I almost think we could use as the floor. It looks kind of like pumice a little bit, if that word is correct. Look at it, it's beautiful. Okay, there we go. I bet you I could take the... What am I looking for here? Anyway. Grab this one. Grab this one. This one and this one. Just gonna make you guys watch me. That's what she said. I'm not sure what you're actually talking about, Austin, because of the like 3-second delay. A little jersey stitch. A little steel. I'll take some steel. It's just beautiful to look at them. Like, because they render them out like real nice, like, you know. It's definitely not a... Oh, puff glitter print? Yeah, oh yeah, sign me up. Random brush titanium. Some stylized wood. Check it out. This is pretty much exactly what we were looking... Oh, I already own it. Okay, cool. It is stylized, but I don't think that will really matter. And then here's a bunch of leaves and stuff that if I was better at making things, I would know how to use. You can use these to create like trees and stuff. But I'm not quite there yet. Some shaved carpet. There we go. Everybody needs some shaved carpet. Some bull leather. And some rust. Yeah, I'll take it all. I'll take it all. Okay, cool. And where's my assets? You never know when you're gonna need a locomotive cab panel. You know how it is. It really could be any day now that I need that. Called like a rock. I guess just a rock of some sort. Do I have rock? I must. Fossilized streams? That's cool too. Well, this one's not quite lava-y enough, I don't think. Yeah, just not enough lava in there. We'll probably use this one. I'm sure it'll work well enough. Okay, I wonder... it's kind of a problem. What I need is the textures. I don't need this like SBS value. Substance design. I don't need that. Let's see what happens nowadays if you try to import that into Unity. It's pretty much just totally not supported. I know that there's a package I can get that allows me to use it. I don't know if I want to do that. Is that what I have to do? Do I have to do that? I don't really want to. Oh, alright, let me do it. didn't make a backup, but I'm confident. So hold your breath, because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't let me change my mind. Sometimes it takes a while. Now's a good time for questions, if anybody has them. Maybe on what we're going to do or how we're going to do it or anything like that. This kind of stuff is normally pretty fun. Okay, cool. All right, let's see what this gets us. Move that up. Let's create a material. Call it lava. Height, metallic, normal. Gloss. Okay, very cool. So not bad. Not bad at all, especially since it's going to be very far away from you. And you'll really only, you're not going to see it moving, you'll just hear like the sound of lava moving, and that will probably paint in the picture for you. Although, who knows, maybe it'll just look really bad. Okay, it seems like my computer's having a hard time right now keeping up with this for whatever reason. Something happening in the background. Cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and move these two into art, and we can work with them here. Okay, so you have this terrain. Let's paint a texture. Add material layers to use on the terrain. Yes, but where? Okay. Layer properties. So they've changed a little bit of this since the last time I did it, so I'm just checking it out again. Style, okay, cool. Blah, 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 blah. Hit that with the old trilinear real quick. Hit it with the Anissa level 16. Okay. All right, cool. And let's just put lava on all of these. And then let's take a look at this and maybe set it to you probably won't get away with 100. Yeah, the problem is it's just gonna look so tiled. I wonder if I can Make this one's 10. Oh, they're both 10. Okay, make this one's 20. Okay, go back and paint over this real quick. And then I wonder if I can do like a jitter and a rotational jitter and just all the things that basically make it random. Is that doing anything? Not really seeing a difference. All right, come on, what's that? Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. Okay, too weak. Or too strong? Too strong. I can't tell what's happening here. And the idea is we just kind of want it to look more random. I think it would definitely help if I was able to if I was able to rotate it. Let me see. Okay, that adds a little something. Okay. Yeah, it's too bad. What I want is for the texture to be rotated so that it doesn't all look like it's coming from the same spot here. But that might be a little much to ask. Okay, anyway. Let's create lava 3. Use the base color again. Lava 3. We're gonna hit it even harder with a nice 30 on these bad boys. Oh. Okay, lava 3. Why does it say lava 3-1? You kidding me? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I see, because I already had a lava 3. Okay, and lava 3 we'll want to make 30. Uh-oh, what's happening here? This thing got messed up somehow. Alright, let me just unload and reload this scene, because it looks like maybe Unity messed something up. Oh no. I mean, come on, what is that? What are you doing to me, Unity? What is this terrain different than the rest of the terrains? It's got a different... Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. You guys are about to see it on camera. If that's there when I look at it in the game, I'm gonna be very upset. Oh wait, I won't be able to see it. I'm too... It's too close to the ground right now. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and redo this one because it looks like Unity just had some sort of mind-bending bug, and that's okay. I accept them for it. It's nothing we can't fix real quick by just doing it again. Okay. Sorry, it's negative 500 actually. Okay, and then for this one we'll do the same thing. We'll give it the old click, click. Okay, fair enough. Okay. I'll put all these terrains under here. Wait, you can't rotate a terrain? Since when? Let's get rid of all of these. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this should be good. Okay. All right, very cool. So the reason we need to flip it upside down is so that we can use it as a ceiling for a cave that we're trying to make. So we just, basically we'll just need to figure that out, and that should be fine. And we will do that tomorrow. So it's probably a good time to call it now. And tomorrow we will continue on with this environment, and we might be able to finish this one and another one, and maybe even a third one. But the first one is already done, I suppose, so maybe we can get all the environments done tomorrow. The other ones aren't really as complicated as this one. The second one, World 2, will really just be this, except it will be kind of snow-capped instead of green. And then maybe I'll change it to some sort of sunset or something like that, and then put falling snow. This one I have to make like a whole cave and stuff, so it's a little bit more. But tune in for tomorrow, and thank you for joining today.